All right, I'm back. Oh man, first off, I'd like to apologize to everybody for disappearing on you for a couple weeks, about a week and a half or so. This last week and a half has just been a flurry of activity, and I'll get into that here in a minute. So I apologize for disappearing on you, but I'm back, and we're about to start some new videos. Stay tuned.
Right across these plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs, fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, steel horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all. Hell, it's our way of life. We're the last of the cowboys, the giddy up gone boys. 18 wheels on the concrete, it's a slow and dying breed, rolling like Jesse James, a modern day outlaw gang. If you're out here riding with me, come on back and make some noise. We're the last of the cowboys.
All right, so as I said in my little intro there, I'm back. I gotta apologize to everybody. I kind of disappeared on you without any warning there. Unfortunately, the situation kind of called for it, and I didn't really have a chance to make a video about anything. And man, the last week and a half or so has been such a flurry of activity that it was crazy. So I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I hope everybody's tuning back in for this video. If this is the first time you're watching a video, welcome to the channel. I'm Brett Taylor. You're watching Patriot Specialized. This channel, I do my best to show you the specialized loads that I haul and how I haul it, how I secure it, what's required to haul it. I'd like to think I do a good job, but if you got any suggestions, if you're new to the channel or you're a veteran of the channel and you got any suggestions, please comment down below. I like to see the comments, and I try to take constructive criticism real well. So I like to see what everybody has to say, and try to add that to my videos and make better videos for everyone. So that being said, a little backstory on what happened over the past week and a half. So a few months ago, I had a tree fall. You saw the video on my brother's, the tree that fell in his truck, and that was the second of the tree fall problems that him and I had. I had a few months ago, I had a tree fall in my house, and given the time of year, winter and all that, the contractors weren't able to start. So we got a call about 2 weeks ago that said they'd be starting in 2 weeks. They're actually going to start working on it tomorrow. So that kind of led to a little bit of a hurry up situation on my part. I have been busy. As you can imagine, when you're trying to do stuff like this, when you're moving a house during a work week, it's very difficult to get help. So my wife wasn't able to get the time off either, so I was pretty much on my own moving this house. So it was very slow going, and I was trying to be methodical about it, and I ended up in the end, I got to a point where I was like, man, I'm not going to get this done. I'm just not. Like I'm not man enough to get this done. So I ended up calling in some reinforcements, and man, they showed up, and I wanted. Most of the guys that showed up watched the channel, so a little shout out to the people that helped me. Dave Earhart, he was the first one. We call him Skippy. He jumped right on. Byron Sackett, he's a friend of mine. He works with us. He also showed up. He was the first one there on Sunday morning. Rabbit, you'll hear me mention him once in a while. He was also there helping out, and my brother Keith, and he brought Jason and Jason's wife Amy, and they helped out. And no other than the hard-working FedEx guy, Rich Lemon, was also there, and I can't thank these guys. If you guys are watching the channel, man, I can't thank you enough for coming out. I know during that time I was a little bit stressed and I got grumpy with a couple people, and I apologize for that. But you know, a stressful time, and it was like everything was moving so fast that, that I got a little bit stressed out. So, but I can't thank these guys enough. They really came through Sunday morning. Nobody questioned it. Nobody doubted it. They just said, you know, when you need me there, I'll be there. And they all showed up super early Sunday morning, and we were able to get a lot done in a very short time. And I couldn't have done it without that help that morning. So, unfortunately, my wife wasn't, you know, given her work situation, she wasn't able to help a whole lot during the week because she was working on a real big project that required most of her attention. And when she got off work, the last thing I wanted to ask her to do was try to pack stuff, and when her brain was so, it was a very stressful time, very high pace. Like for me, I pretty much plugged at it all day long, and we got it done. We're moved into our temporary situation, and that's where I've been. The truck ended up going to Peterbilt. There was a few issues. You saw the fuse blowing episode, and that continued to be an issue. So when I ended up, before I took the time off, we took the truck into Peterbilt and dropped it off. And they had it for about a week and a half. And man, I don't know how to say this without sounding completely negative, because I don't really know this dealership. I don't know the service department in this dealership, but I will say that this particular experience was terrible. It was just, we took it in there for specific problems, and they basically blamed the problems on other problems, or blamed it on me, driver error, driver malfunction, whatever, and none of that was right. If you have a trusted mechanic, like we do in our shop, we have trusted mechanics. Unfortunately, we thought this situation would be covered under warranty, so we took it to the dealership so we could get it covered under warranty, and that just wasn't the case. They just the issues that it had, it was the warranty wouldn't cover it, or it was a 12-month warranty, and we're just over 12 months. So man, I don't know, but we got it back from Peterbilt. My trusted mechanics at our shop, they got their hands on it and were able to get most of it fixed. We are running into a little bit of a goofy situation, still doing something that we're not sure about. So I'm gonna try to get it back to them later this week and see if we can get that looked at. But I did spend most of the day today in the shop. I thought I was going to be back to work pretty early. Well, I knew I was coming back to work today. I knew the truck would be back, and I thought we'd be able to bang it out pretty early this morning, and I'd be able to get on my way. Sort of glad I didn't because of the situation. But I spent most of the day in the shop today, and that was kind of neat, you know, hanging out with those guys and working with them, and I'd helped where I could, and did stuff that I was able to put some of my parts on that I had ordered while he was doing his stuff with the truck. So I got some pictures from that. I didn't do any video while I was there. I just kind of wanted to stay focused and have him stay focused. So I didn't do any video, but I did take some pictures today, so I'll show you. We did manage to get my, I told you in one of the episodes I was waiting on my parts to get put on the truck to do an episode on the truck. And unfortunately, that is taking more time, and now there's other factors involved that we may not end up putting all this stuff on the truck. But it did need the bumper, so I went ahead and put the 20-inch drop bumper on it. This is a Texas style 45 beveled edge, I think they called it. So far, I've been super happy with it. I don't like the fact that they never said a word about it needing extended brackets that were sold separately. I kind of assumed that they would send the brackets with it, but we worked it out. Didn't have the brackets, but we were able to, because we were in the shop, we were able to manufacture some brackets, and that worked out. We fabbed them up, and it worked, and got the bottom mounted up and everything. We also got I bought some lights for the front fender brackets. There's a cover that goes on there, and then it's got a light in it. We also got that wired up and put into place. A little funny story about that is we wired them in, got them mounted got them wired in, zip tied everything back, it looked great, and then I opened the hood, and neither one of us, Eric or I, had considered the fact that when the hood opens, that wiring is going to go with it. So as soon as I opened the hood, it ended up ripping out the wires for the lights. So we ended up having to rewire that, which seems to be the pattern that I've been on for the past week or so. It's like I do everything twice. I don't know why, but I need to do it the second time in order to get it right. We do it nice because we do it twice. And that was totally my life for the past week. So very thankful that we got done what we got done. Truck seems to be running good. Just a little bit of weird thing with the check engine light still being on. We're going to try to work that out and see what happens. But I'm back. I'm going to start videoing. I did do a little bit of loading today, but it wasn't anything you hadn't seen before, so I didn't bother doing a video on it. But tomorrow, I am loading the same exact unit tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do some filming tomorrow. It's going to be a real quick load. It's a short load. It's only 4.5 hours from pickup to delivery. Also, during my time off, I was contacted by another content creator who made a suggestion on doing a series within my videos of given my history and my background, doing a series for new truck drivers, what to expect, things to do, you know, whatever I think of that could help a new truck driver out. They suggested that I do a series on that. And I also happen to have a friend of mine who just recently got a CDL, and talking to him and the things that he does and doesn't know, it kind of reinforced that idea of doing that video. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to be creating the specialized stuff that I do, but I'm also going to kind of branch off a little bit and do some pointers and some tips and tricks and whatnot for new truck drivers. So I've been doing this for 23 years, and I was a driver instructor with 2 different truck driving schools. So between the 2 of them, that totaled about 10 years that I worked for the 2 of them part-time. So I would like to think that my experience will be beneficial to somebody, and I hope it is. And I'm going to do my best to try to give new truck drivers a little bit of an advantage out here on the road. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for tuning in.